Okay, Title 18 of the U.S. Federal Code, Crimes and Criminal Procedure, Part 1, Crimes, Chapter 29, Section 594. Whoever, I'm throwing a few ellipses in here because there's a whole lot of, things like District of Columbia, resident commissioner, etc. Whoever coerces any other person for the purpose of interfering with the right of such person to vote or to vote as he may choose, or of causing such other person to vote for or not vote for any candidate of the office of president, vice president, member of Senate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned for not more than 1 year or both. Now, let me repeat the first four words here. Whoever intimidates, threatens, coerces, or attempts to intimidate, threaten, or coerce. The Koch brothers sent a letter to 45,000 of their employees at Georgia Pacific saying, many of our more than 50,000 U.S. employees and contractors may suffer the consequences if we elect candidates who want to spend hundreds of billions in borrowed money, etc. The back had also included an anti-Obama editorial by Charles Koch and a pro-Romney editorial by David Koch, another CEO threatening to fire employees if Obama wins. Again, 1 year in prison. Arthur Allen, AGS Software Solutions, he says, but I can tell you, if the U.S. reelects President Obama, our chances of staying independent are slim to none. I don't want to hear any complaints regarding the fallout that will most likely come. And on it goes. Is it time to send some CEOs to jail? David Keating, I suspect, thinks not. He's the president of the Center for Competitive Politics, the executive director of the Club for Growth, conservative organizations. I'm not sure. My dad was a conservative. I wouldn't even use the word conservative. Let's say, well, I'll let you describe it, David. CampaignFreedom.org is the website. Hey, David, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Well, we believe in free speech, basically. And we believe in your free speech and everyone else's free speech. And we think the First Amendment means what it says when it says Congress shall make no law abridging freedom of speech.
So, but you don't believe in the free speech of workers in the workplace to say 50% of us want to form a union and speak in a single voice, just like the CEO is speaking in a single voice.
I didn't say that.
Well, most would you?
Well, look, I definitely believe in the ability of people to get together and form groups, whether it's a union or some other organization.
So you're in favor of card check. You're in favor of 50% of the employees of a company being able to say yes, we want to have a union, and a union coming into being.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so your endorsement of free speech is qualified to that of CEOs.
No, not at all.
How can, if you're my employee and I hold economic power over you, and I suggest to you that if you vote the wrong way, you're going to lose your job, how is that free speech and not coercion?
Well, it's not coercion because they don't know how you're going to vote. We have the right to a secret ballot, and I think it's a great thing. So you can say whatever you want, but no one's going to be able to see how you vote. And I think that's one of the protections that we have.
So the people with the most money, in other words, in your worldview, the people with the most money have the most speech. The CEO has the speech to those people, but if any of those employees of Georgia Pacific were to send a letter to all of the employees of Georgia Pacific saying, we think David and Charles Koch are full of it, that, if you look at the history of the last 60 years, during Democratic administrations, more jobs have been created than during Republican administrations. Simple fact, look it up. We're going to vote Democratic, and it'll probably be a good thing for Koch Industries if you have a Democratic president in Congress. Don't you think that person would get fired?
Well, I have no idea what the policies are there or not, but I would certainly support the right of those employees to send such literature to their fellow workers.
So you think that if somebody did that, you would want the force of law to protect them?
I don't think we need any force of law to protect them because.
Well, if David and Charles Koch were to fire these people, what would you do?
I think people should be able to send such speech anonymously to their fellow workers. But
David and Charles Koch didn't send it anonymously. So again, you have a different set of standards for CEOs and for workers.
No, I'm not. I'm saying you're wondering about the ability of such a worker to send such information to fellow workers, and I support the right of that person to do that. I think one of the problems we have today is that it makes people afraid to do that because it's illegal to send such information anonymously through the mails.
What are you talking about?
It's illegal to urge people how to vote for a federal candidate and to do that anonymously. And I think these workers should be able to communicate with each other anonymously. And federal law does not protect that right today.
So
if they're
but what you've done is you've reached down and found this little piece that's not relevant to this conversation, and you're holding that out as your argument. I'm saying that if the Koch brothers can say, hey, if you don't vote this way, you might lose your job, why can't an employee, not anonymously, identify themselves and say, no, I think we should be able to vote this way, but I'm guessing you would defend the Koch brothers' right to fire that person.
No, I wouldn't defend that. But
you would not.
No, I would not.
Would you defend that person? Do you think that there should be remedies at law to protect that person?
First of all, I don't think that's their policy at all. If you read the letter that they wrote to their employees, it specifically says it supports the right of employees to vote for whoever they want.
Well, of course, it was written by a lawyer.
Well, okay, but that's what it says.
But it's very clear. I mean, this is very clearly an endorsement of Mitt Romney and going out to 45,000 Georgia Pacific employees. Those employees don't have the right, to at least to the best of my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, to speak back to the Koch brothers without fear of retribution because they're not unionized.
Well, it depends. I mean, each state has its own employment laws, and some of these states may have employment laws to protect.
So are you supportive of employment laws that would support employees sending out a mass email or mailing to all of their federal employees? First of all, how would they even have access to the employee database, the list?
Obviously, many of them would not.
Okay, so again, we're back to the situation where the billionaires, the CEOs, they've got the power, they've got the list, they've got the means, the average worker doesn't. This is not a level playing field. This is an oligarchy. These guys are oligarchs.
Well,
what's wrong with democracy? Why are you guys supportive? I don't understand why, campaignfreedom.org, why the Center for Competitive Politics is supportive of oligarchy in the United States. It seems to me like that's antithetical to the founding perspective of this country.
Well, it's not oligarchy. It's
How is it not oligarchy?
You're talking about coming up with many more laws to
oligarchy is a political system that is controlled or heavily influenced by those who are very wealthy. How can this not be oligarchy?
Because it's not the determining factor by any means. If it were oligarchy, the corporations would run things a lot more than they do today.
So if the Koch brothers don't think that they're doing this is going to have any outcome because it's not a determining factor by any means, then why are they doing that?
They're obviously
just like mental masturbation. I mean, they're just doing it for fun.
No, they're obviously doing it to try to exert some influence and suggest how they believe their employees.
Well, I believe you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. That's the beauty of our system: is many people get to speak, many voices get to say what they believe,
especially the oligarchs.
Fine, and radio talk hosts and newspapers. There are many outlets, and that's I think, genius of our system for free speech. Is a lot of people can talk, and people can decide.
Okay. I'll leave you with the last word. David Keating, the president of the Center for Competitive Economics, executive director of the Club for Growth. CampaignFreedom.org is his website. Check it out. David, thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.